Welcome back. We will now begin the last of the 5 induction videos. In this video we will cover observations and incidents, emergency preparedness and response, and lessons learned from Season 1. There is a lot of important information to go over in this video before you complete the series. Sit back and enjoy that coffee, and let's begin. We will begin with workplace observations and incidents. Remember, we want this project to be the safest project on Earth for people and the environment. To do that, we must ensure that we report all hazard observations, near misses, and incidents which may have resulted in harm or loss. Doing so ensures that we can ensure that we prevent an incident from occurring, or learning from what has happened to prevent a reoccurrence. Work site observation cards have been developed to capture and report both positive observations and opportunities for improvement. The system is designed to be simple and allow for all persons working on the project to have a voice and input in the safety program. It does not matter how minor something seems. A little hazard could result in a large incident, and if you are thinking about it, there may be others thinking the same thing. Whether it is an unsafe condition, or someone going above and beyond and should be recognized. Always remember, nothing changes unless people know. For our project work activities we'll be using the JFJV observation card for reporting and statics. The Boskalis SHOC card may be utilized, but it is preferred that we all use the JFJV observation card. When completing an observation card, the following information should be included. A brief description of hazardous act, condition or behavior observed. Or the positive and safe observation made. How the situation was corrected or made safe. The individual witnessing the hazard completes observation card, noting what has been done, or what improvements could be made. Observation card is given to supervision for review and action. Supervisor completes corrective actions to remove the hazard, noting what actions have been taken. The completed card is submitted to HSSE, who will confirm that the reported condition has been corrected. Finalized observation card and corrective actions are entered into the Project Corrective Action Register for further follow-up or recording. At Boskalis, we also use speak interactions. These one-on-one intervention and coaching conversations are aimed to provide a work environment where people can learn from each other and prevent potential incidents from occurring. Stop the unsafe act. Observe and decide how to safely intervene. Provide a positive comment on safe behavior. Engage the employee by discussing the consequences of the unsafe act, condition or behavior. And together, discuss safer work methods to complete the job. Agree to work safely. Knowledge. Discuss other areas for improvement and ideas if needed. It is a simple and effective way of helping each other stay safe, and improve their skills. Near-miss incidents. A near-miss, commonly called a close call, is an unplanned and unanticipated incident that had the potential to cause, but did not result in harm to people, environment, assets, or operations, however, given a slight shift in time or position, could have. Near-miss incidents need to be reported, and evaluated for severity, and learnings. Remember, nothing changes unless people are made aware. Reporting a near-miss today could prevent serious harm or loss tomorrow. Complete and submit an observation card and inform supervision so they may follow up with HSSE. Cards may be dropped in one of the observation card boxes around the work site. Incident reporting. The reporting, investigation, follow-up and analysis of work-related incidents and hazardous situations are core values of our NINA program. Simply put, nothing changes unless people know, and could lead to a more serious incident of harm or loss if not properly corrected. Reporting incidents right away, no matter how minor, is a priority. If we don't take the time to report these observations and incidents, minor injuries can become serious injuries if not examined or properly treated in a timely manner. Leaks could become reportable spills. Unsafe conditions could lead to serious incidents resulting in harm or loss. Simple mistakes could become critical failures. Unreported acts, conditions or behaviors that resulted in an incident could lead to discipline. Be proactive and part of the solution. Never hide that an incident has occurred or pass off a near miss as inconsequential. Honesty is always the best policy. If an incident does occur, no matter how minor it may seem, it must be reported to supervision and HSSE immediately. Serious incidents requiring activation of emergency response procedures requires immediate verbal reporting by radio, phone, or in person. Late reporting of incidents is not acceptable to Boskalis, or LNGC. Failure to report an incident may result in progressive discipline and could lead to removal from site. All subcontractors working for Boskalis must report incidents and near-miss occurrences directly to their Boskalis representative on the date of occurrence following the reporting timetable for the project. When reporting an incident, first stop all work in the immediate area, and sound alarm if needed. Notify the barge master, vessel master, or supervision and HSSE provide immediate assistance to injured if possible. Ensure incident area has been made safe. If a spill has occurred, contain it if safe to do so. Freeze the scene and secure area with red barrier tape for investigation. Do not change anything. Doing so can result in the same incident happening again. Follow the Boskalis emergency communication and injury management flow charts. Initiate immediate actions to recover from incident and prevent further harm or loss. Injured workers that require treatment shall be escorted by supervision or HSSE. After an incident has been made safe, an incident investigation will be required. Both for Boskalis and LNGC, there are a few things you must keep in mind during an investigation. Personal information is confidential information and will be safeguarded at all times. Participation in the investigation is mandatory and a condition of work. Do not make assumptions or false statements. This can result in wrong conclusions and cause more problems than good. Upward reporting shall be done by designated HSSE members to LNGC or government if required. Investigation methods to determine root causes will be used to determine specific causes or failures resulting from an incident. The project director and HSSE manager will review all incident reports and findings. Once the investigation is concluded, the findings, learnings, and actions will be communicated out. Boskalis incident report investigation shall include as a minimum, date and time of incident occurrence, a detailed factual summary of events, include witness statements, photographs, and any other relevant information. Immediate actions taken to protect people, the environment, and assets from further harm or loss. Shall identify immediate and causal factors. Identify root cause or causes of the incident occurrence. Indicate corrective actions and opportunities for improvement. Once an incident investigation is completed, there may be additional actions or steps to take to safely resume work. Listen to supervision and HSSE as they will provide updates and guidance. As a team, we need to be prepared and know what to do if an incident occurs that requires emergency response. Who do we call? Where do we go? What do we do? How do we know if it is safe to return to work? Let's review the section on emergency preparedness and response to find out. Emergencies can create a variety of hazards for workers in the impacted area. Preparing before an emergency incident plays a vital role in ensuring that we have the necessary equipment, know where to go, and know how to keep safe if an emergency occurs. With proper training, supervision and workers can safely take immediate, decisive action to prevent further harm or loss without placing themselves or others at risk. When planning the work activities for the day, incorporating and reviewing emergency preparedness and response should be included. The emergency response plan for our work activities includes information on our emergency response framework, roles and responsibilities, levels of emergency, hydrocarbon spill, emergency scenarios, Boskalis emergency flowchart, injury management flowchart, project contact numbers, external contact numbers. To ensure that we all understand what to do, various training and drills shall be conducted both at our on- and near-shore work activities. Some of these drills are listed here, but may be expanded to encompass more of our scope of work and expectations from LNGC. If you are the person contacting the LNG Canada Emergency Response Centre, you will need to ensure the following is completed. Ensuring the safety of all persons at the location of an incident and immediate assistance to those injured. Activating the Boskalis emergency flow chart. Contact the Project Emergency Response Team. To reach ERT, dial 250-639-7234. Or you may use the LNGC radio, contact ERT on channel 11. When speaking with the operator, provide the following information. Your name and company. Nature of the emergency. The exact location of the emergency. Send an escort to meet emergency services and be prepared to assist. Ensure that you review the current muster station locations and emergency response plan for your specific work location. In an emergency situation, communication and clarity is essential. Always remain calm and follow directions given by supervision and ERT. In the unlikely event that nobody answers the emergency response call via the radio or phone, 911 may be contacted for serious, or life-threatening incidents. Use of external services must be weighed against the on-site emergency response capabilities. LNGC, Boskalis Management and HSSE must be notified immediately of any call to external services. An escort must meet external emergency response services at the designated meeting point, normally the main gate. So be sure to give security a call in advance so they may be prepared. If a person is injured and required treatment, LNGC has provided all persons on the project access to an on-site project health center which has been staffed with trained paramedics, EMTs and nurses practitioners. These professionals are available to provide immediate treatment for injured or ill workers. If required, patient treatment and transport vehicles are also readily available. All injuries and illness occurring on the project must be reported and assessed by a health practitioner. No injury or illness is too minor to proactively assess and treat. Let's talk fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers are the first line of defense when a fire breaks out. They are meant to be used on small fires and to control them so they do not grow larger and create more damage. If trained and safe to do so, use extinguisher to put out small fires. Provide immediate first aid to any injured workers if your own safety is not at risk, and call for on-site assistance if needed. Prevent further injury and avoid leaving injured or disoriented workers alone unless it is necessary to ensure your own safety. Safe out the area to prevent further damage to equipment. If you need to use a fire extinguisher, follow the pass technique. Pull the pin. Aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the trigger. And sweep side to side. Should a spill of a chemical or hydrocarbon occur during the work activities, there are a number of things that need to occur. First, all spills must be reported to Boskalis Management, and HSSE fast response is crucial, especially if spill is to water. Evacuate the area if the spilled materials could be harmful. Stop the spill from reaching drains, open ground or sensitive areas using granules, pads, sand, booms or similar methods. Be sure to protect drains. Contact the emergency response if it is a large spill that cannot be dealt with by the Boskalis site team and spill response materials, or if poses a significant environmental risk. If a spill is a high volume, request HSSE and emergency response support. Use absorbents to soak up the spill and then place all used spill materials and contaminated wastes into tagged plastic bags. Contaminated materials from the incident must be disposed of as hazardous waste, in appropriate site containers. For our teams working on the near-shore scope of work, there are two emergency meeting points. The primary meeting point is the Rio Tinto Nechaco Wharf. The alternate is located at MK Bay. The alternate location may only be used if docking at RT Nechaco Wharf not possible. The project emergency communication flow chart provides managers and supervisors the information needed and who to contact during an emergency response. It is updated routinely, and may expand during the project lifecycle. So take the time to check to see if revisions have been made during your days off, as managers and supervision should always review the latest version. The incident management flowchart is designed to give the information needed during an incident and who to call. Provides timelines for initial reporting, investigations, and submitting. Copies of the incident management flowchart will be posted on board vessels, and in office areas for reference. It is good practice for supervision to have a copy of the latest revision with them at all times. Let's briefly review some of the on- and offshore security requirements for the project. For our onshore work, the project director is ultimately responsible for security. LNGC site identification must be in your possession at all times. MAR-SEC badges must be worn and visible in MAR-SEC controlled areas. Personnel are to remain vigilant and report any breaches of security. Work-safe BC officers or other government regulatory officers may appear on the work site at any time to conduct inspections of the activities. If they make an appearance, the project manager and HSSE manager must be informed. When working on the near-shore work activities, vessel masters are responsible for all aspects of security related to the project on board the vessel during all stages of the works. All vessels must comply with the requirements of the International Shipping Port Security Code. All crew vessels and other small vessels will be made aware of landside and waterside restricted zones. Transport Canada officers may access vessels without prior notice. Be prepared for a visit every so often. In the next section, we will discuss the lessons learned from Season 1. During Season 1, there were a number of successes, but also opportunities for improvement as well. Follow along as I review what happened, what was learned, and what we must do in Season 2 to achieve success. The following is an incident summary of our Season 1 work activities. 19 near misses. 17 first aid cases, 1 medical treatment. 0 lost time incidents. 7 environmental non-compliance occurrences. 2 motor vehicle incidents. 48 environmental fuel leaks or spills. 40 property loss or damage incidents, and 6 life-saving rule violations. Many of these incidents could have been prevented or avoided by following the rules and procedures, maintaining our equipment, and following the hazard assessment process. In Season 2, we must do better. And even after all the harm and loss in Season 1, additional outcomes occurred. There were 4 separate stand-downs. Several orders written to use by WorkSafe BC for non-compliance to the regulations. 1 breach of a regulator permit resulting in a fine issued by Environment Canada. Again, we must always know and understand the work plans, the rules, requirements, and expectations of the project and the legislation. If you are ever in doubt, ask questions. It is far better to take a few minutes to find the right answers to safely do the work, than to lose a few days or worse. Some of the lessons that we learned throughout Season 1 and the occurrences that happened include, but are not limited to: completion of work method statements and risk assessments earlier. Providing clarity and training to supervisors for understand roles and responsibilities. Providing workforce with environmental commitments for compliance. Improving investigation reporting and close-out times. Communicating vessel boarding protocols to all persons transferring to and from vessels. Increase awareness and participation in hazard identification program. Increase awareness towards spill containment, rainwater management, and turbidity control. They sound simple, but they follow the 3 essential ingredients required for the success of any project, and the safety of both people and the environment. First, plan your work. Communicate the plan. And coordinate the activities effectively. Following these basic steps, we will have a successful season. As a team, we shall ensure our success by providing strong leadership and commitment for health and safety. Building and supporting relationships with all of our team members, regardless of position. Developing trust with our new team members. Effective planning, communication and coordination. Consultation and cooperation with our team members, LNGC, and subcontractors. Ensure and assure the safe execution of our work activities. Compliance with the both construction and HSSE requirements. Each person working on site has a responsibility for the safety of themselves, their co-workers, and the environment. If we all work as a strong team and follow these essentials for our success, we will perform better than Season 1. Now, to assure our success, Boskalis Management and HSSE have implemented a number of changes to our work phase planning and coordination. There has been a much earlier engagement of project personnel. We have implemented a new-to-site program with emphasis on new and young workers. We have put a lot of emphasis on understanding our project rules, permits requirements, project plans, and identifying the consequences of non-compliance. Project management expects effective strong safety leadership at all levels and shall support and engage the NENA programs on all of our work areas. We will be keeping everyone better informed. Regular ongoing updates of project safety, environmental compliance, operational progress and performance will be delivered to marine crews and onshore work fronts. Timely development of operational work method statements and risk assessments so they may be communicated and revised as needed. That way we can manage changes a lot better. And to assure LNGC and Boskalis Management that these actions are being done, an HSSE activity schedule has been developed, and implemented for Season 2. This will be one of the key metrics used to measure the level of our success. The client also has Season 2 expectations for our success. The following shows the 4 main areas where there were opportunities for improvement in our programs and execution of work for Season 2. Take a few moments to review these items. You will see that they are closely aligned with what we saw, and how we must move forward as a team to improve, and succeed. Well done! You made it through to the end of our video induction series. This allows you to gain access to the project and join the team. But this is not the end of your journey. There will be additional site-based security and safety requirements. This includes obtaining your site photo identification card for the project, additional training, competency evaluations, and more. It is a big project and there are a lot of requirements, and efforts needed to ensure we are the safest project on Earth. Thank you for taking the time to participate in the video induction process. If you have any comment, questions or suggestions for improvements, let us know. We would be glad to have your inputs. Take care, and we shall see you out in the work areas.